The lights stay still in this quiet room. Nothing moves except the dust and you. No sound, but I hear your name in the way the shadows fall again. I didn't mean to think of you, but the quiet makes it easy to. A cup of tea, a folded note, things you left or maybe not. And I don't cry, but my breath feels thin sometimes. If you're still somewhere near, come back through the silence. Don't say a word, just be here, like you never really left. The air still hums a song you knew, a melody I walk into. I fix the books, I make the bed, but your voice still lingers in my head. And I don't break, but I never sleep that late. If you're still somewhere near, let this room remember what we never said, but always meant. Just be here, and I'll know. In the stillness I stay, where you last let go. When the leaves begin to fall, I start to think of you again. The air turns thin and sunlight bends. The world feels like a softer lens. I pass the bench we used to share. Your laughter still feels like it's there. The wind picks up an old refrain and hands me back your name. I don't cry like I once did, but something still feels incomplete. When seasons change, you still remain in every breeze that speaks your name. I don't hold on, but I don't let go. You're in the quiet, I still know. The sky turns gold before it fades, like all the plans we didn't make. I thought with time I'd close the door, but autumn always asks for more. It's not pain, but not yet peace, just a feeling I can't release. When seasons change, I hear your voice, not loud but clear, in every choice. You were my calm, my secret glow. You're in the quiet, I still know. When the leaves begin to fall, I remember after all. I never planned to find you, but your name won't let me go. You came in quiet but stayed like a storm. No promises, but somehow I'm sworn. Even in silence you call me near, a voice I feel, not one I hear. Try to move on to let time win, but you're where every day begins. It's not over, though you're gone. You're my reason in a world I can't explain. You're the shadow in the flame. Even lost I see you clearly. You're the fate I hold sincerely. Time moves like it doesn't know. You once stood in every glow. I laugh, I live, I try to mend, but your heartbeat plays again. It's not over, though I try. You're my reason in a world I can't define. You're the echo in my line. Even now I feel you near me. You're the fate I hold so dearly. If destiny is cruel, then why do you still stay in every dream, in every day? I never said goodbye, so don't fade say just one last thing, would it still find its way to you? The clock keeps turning, but my heart never moved. I speak your name to no one in the room. You walked away without a storm, but left your silence in every form. I never asked you to explain, but I still whisper you in rain. Maybe I'm the only one who stays when even memories fade away. Remember me in the light behind your door, when the seasons change once more, not as someone you let go, but the part of you that hopes. You may forget the shade I wore, the way I left the dreams we swore. But if there's space inside your skies, leave my echo where it lies. I won't ask to be recalled, but I once held you after all. Remember me, not for pain or for regret, but the days we can't forget. If you ever find you're still holding something warm and still, I won't return. I won't call, but I was real. I gave it all. So if you smile and don't know why, maybe it was me passing by. I thought I knew what letting go would do. I gave it time, I gave it space, but you're still here in every place. I've met new faces, tried new ways, told myself I'd be okay, but no one's laugh, it's quite the same, and every light still says your name. Maybe I was meant to move, but something pulls me back to you. It's not anyone, not someone new. No matter where I go, it's always you. Try to replace, try to erase, but the truth is quiet and still says you. I made plans, I drew new lines, but even silence takes your side. The world keeps spinning, I pretend, but every start just meets your end. Maybe I was meant to try. You're the truth I can't deny. It's not anyone, no one but you. No borrowed voice could feel this true. Try to forget, try to believe, but every word I say still calls for you. And if I never say it out, please know I always meant to shout. It was always you, and it's still you now. There was a time I almost said what I should have. You looked at me like you knew, but you waited for the truth, and I stayed quiet, one breath too long. The days moved on like nothing changed, but I kept hearing your name. In every quiet night I passed, I thought my silence wouldn't last, but here I am still holding back from words I can't rewrite. The last thing I never said still echoes where we slept. If I had spoken then, would you have stayed instead? But the time moved fast, and I spoke too late. Now you're just a name that silence won't erase. I tried to write it in the air, in every place that you're not there. I whispered truth into the sky, but you were gone and so was I. Still feels like yesterday, but you're years away. The last thing I was the one who walked away. Just know you were more than I could say. There was a note folded under my old coat. The ink was faded, but the words still knew my name. A list of things you did for me that I named. Nights you stayed awake, and all the meals you didn't take, the broken shoes you never fixed, so I could have. I never knew the cost you paid to give me all the dreams I made. Now I read what you never said, lines between the tears you shed. I see the years that passed you by while I just lived and wondered why you gave and gave without a sign, and I missed it every time. You didn't ask for much at all, just for me to sometimes call. But I was busy growing fast, too blind to see the love that lasts. I'm now very low. The words you left, the ones you never spoke aloud. Now I read what you never said in the spaces where you bled. You gave me light, you gave me time, and I just thought it all was mine. I wish I knew before the end the love I failed to comprehend. ticking sounds too loud tonight. Each second like a breath I can't release. The lamp is on but it's not warm. It paints my shadow across the floor. I sip the silence in this room, where memories knock but never speak. Outside, the world is wrapped in sleep, but my thoughts won't close their eyes. Can't sleep, can't forget. Your voice is still in this light. The city glows, but not for me. Just echoes blinking in the night. My heart counts time in empty beats, waiting for a dream I'll never meet. I scroll through names I'll never call, and messages I won't send. The night keeps secrets in its folds, like pages I've refused to end. Outside, the world is wrapped in sleep, but my thoughts won't close their eyes. Can't sleep, can't forget. Your voice is still in this light. The city glows, but not for me. Just echoes blinking in the night. My heart counts time in empty beats, waiting for a dream I'll never meet. Will morning ever come for me, or am I lost between the hours? Still awake, still the same, a heartbeat wrapped in quiet pain. I close my eyes just to pretend that you're still here, that this might end. The ticking fades, but you remain. I held my breath, hoping you'd say what I couldn't. The coffee's cold, but I'm still sitting there, like maybe time would bring you back. You left too quiet, left too fast. Your shadow's still inside the glass. I never asked you why you stayed, just smiled and hoped you'd change someday. But all those pages we never read now whisper loud inside my head. This was our story, but still it hurts. If you ever wonder who I became, I'm just someone who still says your name. I tried to fold the days away, but memories don't work that way. I kept the book but tore the end, as if that could make me pretend. I still see us in faded ink on every line. I didn't think this was our story, but it slipped through a love we left with nothing new. If you ever wonder what remains, it's just echoes of you and endless rain. And maybe you forgot my voice, but I still hear yours in every choice. This was our story, and I never closed the page. Still waiting. Where I said goodbye. I said I'd be okay, but my eyes don't lie today. I smiled when you walked away, but broke the second you looked back. I built a wall, I played the part, but silence knows my heart. They ask if I'm moving on, I nod before they're even done. But every word I try to say tastes like things I threw away. No one sees the way I shake, no one hears the breath I fake. Tears are thieves, stealing truth from where I grieve. I held back, but they knew what I could never say to you. They fall, they speak, they show what I can't keep. Tears, not words, are holding you and me. You live like I never stayed, but I still feel the shape you made. I'll wear your name like a second skin and cry when no one's ever been. I look strong, but every night I lose the fight out of sight. Tears are thieves, they unlock what I conceal. I tried peace, I tried pride, don't lie, and neither do I. You You walked ahead, unaware of how the silence held me still. Your shadow stretched beneath the street light. Each step like an echo I couldn't reach. I wanted to speak, to call your name, but my voice stayed buried in the breeze. The distance grew with every breath, and I stood where we ended last. I watched your back fade into the dark, a silhouette etched on my heart. I reached for you just there, just night, but I knew you'd already gone too far. One last chance, one last try, but goodbye had already passed me by. Your hands once held mine like truth, now they hang by your side like the past. Every goodbye sounds the same, but yours it stayed longer than the words. The distance grew with every breath, and I stood where we ended last. I watched your back fade into the dark, a silhouette etched on my heart. I reached for you just there, just night, but I knew you'd already gone too far. One last chance, one last cry, but goodbye had already passed me by. If I could turn you around with just a tear, would you stop or still disappear? I watched your back fade into the dark. Even now I trace the spark of where you once turned to me before time pulled us apart. And I let go without ever holding you. The phone in my hand, still warm from home. A name I trace, but dare not call. My thumb hovers, caught in silence. Each word rehearsed and swept away. Your name glows soft on the screen. try to let it go, but the truth keeps pulling me close. Should I send what I'll regret, or lose what I'll never get? If I say it now, will it change the end? Or will we just pretend again? I'm standing at the edge of my fear, where your voice is the only thing I hear. I see our shadows in the glass, moments blur, too fragile to last. Still I wait, caught in between the echo of could have been. I've tried to let it go, but the truth keeps pulling me close. Should I send what I'll regret, or lose what I'll never get? If I say it now, will it change the end? Or will we just pretend again? I'm standing at the edge of my fear, where your voice is the only thing I hear. One more second, one more breath, a heartbeat trapped inside my chest. What if this is our last chance? What if I never get to dance with you again? So I say it now, even if it breaks, even if the silence shakes, because I'd rather fall than never try to say I loved you just one time. The message sent. The screen turns dark. Still I hold my breath in the quiet and wait. You smiled when you walked away, like the sky was clear for you. I stood in rain you didn't feel, and watched you leave with something real. You moved on like pages turn, no ash, no fire, no need to burn. I stayed where silence closed the door, still waiting where we were before. They say it's fair, they say it's life, but I still ache where you felt right. While you forget, I still replay every word we didn't say. You find peace in someone new, but I still wait beside your shoes. You're somewhere light, I'm still in gray. You live the life I gave away. world applauds your gentle smile, but mine has vanished for a while. You shine in every photograph while I forget how to even laugh. They say it fades, but here I stand with empty hands and open plan. While you forget, I still remain a song that only knows one name. You live well, you laugh with ease, while I relearn how to just breathe. You're chasing light, I'm learning pain. You walk ahead, I stay the same. You live in light, I lay in rain. Rain trace the glass like quiet hand. Night sigh against the pane. City lights blur into streaks as if they too are trying to forget. I sit in silence wrapped in thought. My breath fogs memories I can't let go. I thought time would soften your name, but it still echoes the same. It's a rainy night again, and the tears nowhere to fall. Each drop remembers you, each sound recalls it all. In the hush between the thunder, you're still the one I reflections ripple on the glass. Your face appears, then fades too fast. The quiet knows what I conceal. The rain sings what I can't reveal. I thought time would soften your name, but it still echoes the same. It's a rainy night again, and the tears nowhere to fall. Each drop remembers you, each sound recalls it all. In the hush between the thunder, you're still the one I call. No umbrella for the storm, just a heart too tired to warn. But I still wait behind this glass for the past to somehow pass. It's a rainy night again, and your memory stands tall. I whisper your name as the raindrops take it all, and the only sound left is the rain. Even in silence, you were there, like the lights behind closed eyes. Breath between the words, I didn't know I needed the warmth in a pause, not asking me to speak. The night was long and I forgot how to rest, but you stayed, not to fix me, just to stay. You held the quiet parts of me, the ones I never showed. Every sigh I hid inside, you already seemed to know. You were still with me when I wasn't with myself. Through the dimmest hour, you stayed like no one else. You didn't try to save me, just stood there like the dawn, still with me, until the night was gone. Some things don't need answers, some pain just needs a room. And you gave me silence, not as absence but as truth. You held the quiet parts of me, the ones I never showed. Every sigh I hid inside, you already seemed to know. You were still with me when I wasn't with myself. Through the dimmest hour, you stayed like no one else. You didn't try to save me, just stood there like the dawn, still with me, until the night was gone. Not every storm is loud, not every wound will bleed, but somehow you could hear me when even I couldn't speak. You were still with me like a memory that breathes, the kind that doesn't ask for more but gives you what you need. Still with me, and that was all I ever needed. No need for words, just being still with me. With me. You walk into a room and I forget to speak. You laugh like you don't know how the world spins when you do. And I pretend to stay composed, but I'm not even close. You're all the things I wish to be, and more than I could ever dream. I keep my distance, play it cool, but next to you I'm just a fool. They say you're kind to everyone, but I wish I was the only one. You're too good, too bright. You make my world look black and white. You shine, you stay, while I just hide and look away. If I could be someone new, I'd still fall for you. I memorize the way you speak and then forget what I should say. I draw the lines and stay behind, but wish you'd cross them anyway. You're the calm I never hold, the warm I feel but never told. You're too good, too much. You turn my silence into touch. You glow, you breathe, while I just freeze and hope you see. If I could stand in your view, would you see me too? You're too good, and still I want you. It's a quiet kind of morning, no echoes, no goodbyes. Your cup is still where you left it. I washed it once, maybe twice, but I never moved it far, like I hoped you'd come by. I thought the silence would undo me, but it made me learn the beat of my own steps in the hallway, where your voice used to repeat. I won't erase you from the light, but I'm not waiting every night. I remember, but I don't rewind. You're a picture that I don't hide. I still smile when you cross my mind, but I don't stop, I don't rewind. I fill the shelves with different stories, rewrote the songs you used to play. Sometimes I miss how you held me, but I don't wish you'd stayed. I carry moments, not regret. You were someone I won't forget. I remember, but I walk ahead. You're a chapter that I've read. I still pause when your name is said, but I don't break. I live instead. I remember, but I don't rewind.
If I could turn this time around, would you still be waiting there? I watched the door you used to leave not the way you looked at me. I held my pride like it was gold and lost the only hand I'd hold. I never said the words you need, and now they echo quietly in every place you used to be, in every song that haunts the street. I thought goodbye was something clean, but it's a wound that never sleeps. If I could love again, I'd call your name in every wind. I'd break before I let you bend. I'd hold you first, not in the end. If I could love again. I wore my silence like a shield, and now I feel what I conceal. You're in the lines I never said. You're in the tears I still regret. I thought you'd fade like all things do, but nothing's left except for you. If I could love again, I'd stay through storms, I wouldn't run. I'd give you light when there was none. I'd start the story, not just end. If I could love again, maybe in another time you'd still be mine. If I could love again.